Hello, welcome back to CrossTalk podcast. I'm Tomoya.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
Hey, Anderson, have you heard of this new term in Japan for 2026? It's called Menpa.
Menpa? No, I haven't heard that, but it sounds very classically Japanese. What does Menpa mean?
Menpa is short for mental performance.
Oh, okay. Kind of like cost performance is Cospa.
Right.
Okay. Menpa,
Yes.
mental performance. Okay.
Cospa is short for cost performance.
Okay, which I just barely got used to recently. What exactly is mental performance, Menpa?
It's about making shopping easier on your mind.
Oh, okay.
Like, imagine this, there's a ice cream shop.
Yeah.
They have hundreds of their ice cream flavors.
Okay.
And then you need to pick one.
Okay.
So you feel like kind of a fatigue.
Yeah, kind of like overwhelmed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I would be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how can you pick one from 100 flavor?
Right.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, which actually there is that kind of shop in Yamaguchi.
Right.
There's a shop like that in,
Yeah.
I think, Iwakuni, actually. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah.
Yeah. That would be exhausting. I would stand in front of the board and kind of stand there for a while looking at all the options and contemplating each one, and it would just take a very, very long time.
Right. This is kind of a new shopping style for younger people, I guess.
Okay, but this is shopping that doesn't like make you mentally tired. I like that idea. Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay. So we're going to talk about detail
Okay.
of this
Menpa. Okay.
mental performance.
Okay.
It's easier you pick one from fewer options.
Yeah, actually, and as an American, that's one thing I noticed when I came to Japan is like in America, you get a lot of options.
Right.
And you get options to customize like your food and your drink orders. And it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yes.
To kind of mentally process. But then when I came to Japan, there's not that much options usually at a restaurant. It's pretty simple comparatively.
Okay.
Yeah, for like food and drinks and stuff, usually.
Yes. But when you do shopping online,
Yes.
there's hundreds of choices and you need to pick one.
Yes, and actually, I have made a mistake often because it's just like too overwhelming and I picked the wrong thing. And then when it arrived, I'm like, what is this? I completely ordered the wrong thing. So
Right.
that happens sometimes, actually,
Right.
when like the web page or the shopping site is too, like, the design is not clear or there's too many options.
Right.
Yeah.
Here comes this Menpa.
Yeah.
So this website or service recommend you certain items.
Okay.
So you don't feel tired
Okay.
picking one item from this website.
Okay.
So this is mental performance. So you don't need to think about what to buy.
Okay. So you kind of put in some information and it narrows your options down. Is that what it is?
Yes, it is.
For example, like if I wanted to buy, let's say I wanted to buy a sofa online.
Okay.
And then I would have to put in, do I want a 2-seater or a 3-seater? Do I want brown, gray, black, white? Do you choose some options and then it kind of narrows it down for you? Is it like that?
It's it's kind of like that.
Okay.
It's simply put, it's you choose one item from hundreds options, or the system pick one item for you
Okay.
based on your recommendations
Okay.
or based on your behavior.
Okay.
Yes.
Like your online behavior.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So like if you look at the Amazon Japan site, they always have like Amazon picks at the top. You'd just pick one of those basically.
Right.
Like pick something that they recommend.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sometimes need to buy, small things.
Okay.
For example, toilet papers and, mobile battery, and then you go check online and there's a item that say top sale.
Okay. Yeah.
This is recommended item.
Okay.
These labels are on these items,
Yeah.
and then it's easy to choose one specific label
From that
list
section.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, often, for example, when I want to buy something online, I'll look at those and then look a little bit underneath to see like what the other options are. But usually the recommendations on, for example, like Amazon are pretty good. And I usually end up buying those. So yeah.
Yeah, yes. Same here.
Yeah. I mean, I do compare, but some things are really, really complicated.
I think it's case by case. You know, sometimes you want to pick one specific item from your research. Or sometimes if it's small things, you don't want to spend time for choosing tissues.
Right. I was going to say for stuff like tissues and toilet paper, like anything is okay. Like you'd rather use energy to do anything else.
Right.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So these called decision fatigue.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
選択疲れ.
Okay.
And time performance was a buzzword.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
A little while ago.
Yeah.
Right. And now it's cost performance for a while.
Yes.
And now it's Menpa.
Yes. Menpa, mental performance.
I kind of don't like that abbreviation, but okay, that's just like Menpa. It just sounds kind of stupid, but that's just my own personal opinion.
Yeah, it's the term those online media want to use and spread.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's catchy.
It is.
Yeah, it's catchy. It's easy to remember.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
But to be honest, if the item was something really I care, I don't want companies controlling my decisions.
Right. Right.
So I usually spend time and then decide which item is the best option for my situation.
Yeah. And I'm pretty, like, we talked about this when we first started working together. I am a pretty decisive person. If I look at something, I make a decision pretty quickly on whether to buy this, yes or no, and whether to buy choice A, B, or C. Like, I make a decision pretty quickly. But I think you spend a lot more time looking at things when you do.
Right.
When you look carefully and you do research, like you spend a lot of time researching things. Right. I don't. So you probably have more mental exhaustion than I do about decision making. Right.
So we went to a food court a few days ago.
Yeah, we did. We had dinner at like a work event thing.
Yes. And I didn't care what food I would eat.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know, there's so many options at food court, and I didn't mind either what burger or udon or whatever.
Okay.
But you were kind of waving what to...
I was wavering, but also I was trying to like read the air about what you want, actually. So that's why I was wavering, because you were like, I don't care. And I'm like, yeah, that's not really true, because I've seen you when you get upset, when you don't get what you want to eat. I've seen you get upset, and I didn't want you to be upset. So I was like, do you really not care? Are you just saying that to be nice? Are you just letting me pick what I want just to be nice? I was kind of reading your mood, or trying to.
Okay.
Yeah. And I failed because I couldn't figure it out. So
okay.
So I ended up choosing a burger. Did you like the burger?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I love that burger.
All right, good. Me too. What was it called? Shima Uma burger. Okay.
This burger chain came from Awajishima.
Yeah.
The burger was really good.
It was good. The bread was nice too. Nice bread, nice drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice and very stylish.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Very, very Insta-buyable. Instagrammable. Yeah.
Right.
Very Insta-worthy burgers.
It was.
Yeah. So if anyone gets a chance to try Shima Uma burgers, please check it out. They are not sponsoring us, but we did have a good dinner there.
Oh, yeah. For sure. All right, so Andrea-san, let's do a quick Menpa interview.
Okay, I'll try.
I want to ask you about 2 types of mental stress we face every day.
Okay.
First up.
Okay.
Have you ever opened Amazon to buy something simple, but there are 100 similar products and you just gave up?
Yeah, actually often. It happens often with Amazon or, even Rakuten too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, I'll give you an example. I have a dog. Mm-hmm. She's actually sitting right here, but you guys can't see her on the YouTube. She needs a new harness because the one she has is old and kind of ratty looking. Mm-hmm. So I got on Amazon and I wanted to buy her a new harness. I have a special brand that I like. So I know what brand I want to buy. And so when I looked at the brand, there's all different vendors selling this brand of dog harnesses. But because she's a little bit larger dog, not all the vendors have her size. But I have to go through each vendor and go to their page and see what designs they have and what size. And then go to the next vendor and look at their page and look at the designs and the size. And honestly, it's like way too much. It's way too much. And so I haven't bought anything. I've kind of given up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of have in mind, like, what designs are in her size and the standard price, like the average price, but I haven't picked one yet.
I had probably the similar experience, especially if you're trying to buy something that you are not familiar with.
Right.
It's really tough to find a good item for you.
Right, like a new brand, or if you're using a brand that you've never worn before or had before, or like maybe use that brand but not that type of shoe. Yeah, it'd be very hard.
Yeah. You know, when we started this podcasting, you know, I needed to find a microphone.
Okay.
And then I looked around and I couldn't find a better one. I mean, I bought one, but it wasn't really good.
Okay.
It worked, of course, but you know.
It wasn't what you really wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheaper items makes you work harder and harder
Often,
sometimes.
yeah, because it's not the quality that you need. Yeah.
Yes.
And then you have to make up for that lack of quality in some other way, usually with labor or your time or some kind of effort. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, easy example is kitchen items like knives and
Yep, definitely.
Spatula,
any kind of tools.
Slicer, something like this.
Yeah, that's true.
Get a high quality one so you can work faster.
Yeah, work faster and make better things.
Yes.
Yeah, make more different things, for sure.
All right, the next up.
Okay.
Have you ever scrolled through Netflix for 30 minutes trying to pick a movie and ended up watching nothing?
No.
Oh.
No.
Really?
No, because I only have a few genres of things that I like to watch. And Netflix has an algorithm. So like once you watch something, it kind of feeds you more of that same kind of thing. So I don't always like to watch only that same kind of thing. I have a couple of different genres of things I like. But always there's something on my list. Like I'll see an advertisement. Okay, I'll put that on my list for next time. So I always have something popping up. So Netflix is not a problem.
Really?
Yeah, Netflix is okay. How about you?
Sometimes struggle to find out new anime series. So I ended up watching nothing, or I jump onto the YouTube.
Okay, and watch something different.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Start watch someone's vlog.
Vlog, okay.
Yes.
What kind of vlogs? Like travel or?
Middleman's, lifestyle vlog.
Okay. Normal everyday life stuff?
Yes.
Sounds very boring.
Yes.
Sounds boring.
It's fun.
Okay.
For me, at least.
Watching other people's lives, really?
Yeah.
It's like people watching, but you get an intimate view of their inside their house and stuff.
It's not like a live camera thing. It's more like but it's fun anyway.
No, I'm just curious. I want to watch it. I'm just curious if it would be interesting.
By the way, if you haven't checked it out yet, we got an offshore CrossTalk website up and running.
That's right. And if you want to, you can vote for future episodes and send in specific topic requests from there. You can check it out right now at podcast.crosstalk.me.
I am thinking to put more contents later.
Okay. So it should be changing every time and kind of getting new information and new functions, maybe.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Yes.
Slowly but surely.
Yes. That's for sure.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Please check it out.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of decision fatigue.
Okay.
There are actually new services popping up in Japan right now just to solve these kind of a problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what kind of things?
For example, a company called Oisix.
Oisix. I've heard of this company.
Yeah.
I thought it was like some kind of supplement company. What do they do?
So they deliver meal kits.
Oh, okay.
Like,
okay.
Set of veggies, the set of ingredients you need to make a specific menu items.
I see. Okay, that's very clever.
So yeah, you don't need to go shopping every time.
Okay, yeah, that's actually probably good for people who are very busy.
Right.
But, you want to cook at home. You want to cook healthy food. You want to cook it yourself, but you don't really want to spend time shopping and thinking about what to make every night. Yeah, that's nice.
They launched a new service called Daily or 6 or something.
Okay.
And it's a little different from what they are already providing to those customers.
Oh, okay.
So this service deliver you pre-made foods.
Oh, it's even better. So you don't have to cook or anything.
Yeah, you just
it's already done.
Put it in the microwave and then wait for a few seconds. Done.
Okay. Is it like a bento or no? It's like separate parts of.
It's kind of a bento.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it all in one box that you ching the whole box? You microwave the whole box like a bento, or is it like? Okay, now you microwave the rice, and then you do the meat, and then you do the vegetables, and you put it on the plate.
It's like a bento box style.
Okay.
Yeah. All
ready
food,
to go.
it's
ready to go.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Okay, very interesting. So they have some choices for different levels of decision fatigue, I guess.
Right. Sometimes we exhausted from work.
Yeah.
You had a busy days, and then got home, start thinking, what should I eat tonight?
Yeah.
And then it'll be so hungry at the time you started cooking.
Well, it's usually like, okay, what can I make that's fast? I don't even care what it is.
Right.
Yeah, it's like that level.
Right.
Yeah.
And people who have family members, they have done shopping for you, and then ingredients there. And you can maybe start cooking quickly.
Well, no, I'm the one who does the shopping for the other family members, but okay. Yeah. Yeah, so like usually I'll have some stock of meat or vegetables in the house. So yeah, it's not too bad. But if I don't have anything, then it's just too much trouble, and I'll usually buy something that's pre-made, like already made, and you just heat it up at home. Yeah.
Yes. Since I'm a single person, so I needed to buy everything for myself, Even I get really hungry, I need to go shopping and to cook dinner at home. And
it's the same for me, except it's just I'm doing everything for everyone else too, not just for myself. It's the same level of work though. Yeah.
Sometimes I get convenience bentos and
well, that's the difference. I never do that. I always have to cook. So yeah, I never get a break from that.
The convenience bento is not as cheap as before.
Oh, okay.
And maybe this kind of a, pre-made food service
might be good.
It might be good,
It might be good. I've never used one of these services, but I remember when I was much younger, when I was first starting my family, when we were having a baby, not this company, but like a different one. I forgot the name of it. They would come around in a truck, and they would just drive around our neighborhood like almost every day. Probably delivering food to someone who ordered it, who was working. And they would always ask me, are you interested? Here's our pamphlet. Take a look. When your baby's born, you won't have time to cook. So think about it. But I never did. I never did.
So let me ask you, Andrea-san.
Okay.
Would you actually use a service like that? Would you pay a company to just decide all your meals for yourself?
No,
or for
I
your
would
family?
not. No, I would not. Because maybe if I were Japanese, but because I'm American, we don't eat rice every day. Usually. If I'm busy, we'll do rice every day. Someone can set the timer. But on the weekends, I want to make American food or Mexican food or Italian food or, I want to have something different. Or on the days when I'm not busy, I want to cook for myself. So no, I would not use it. I don't want to eat only Japanese food 3 days a week, 3 times a day, every day. It's a bit too much for me. Yeah. I love Japanese food, but sometimes I need to have a different thing. So no, I would not use it.
You would not use it?
No, because I've had the choice, and I have never really seriously thought about it, because it's just, the choices are kind of not too much variety in terms of internationality.
Okay.
That's not a word, by the way. Internationality, that's not a word. I just made that up. Please don't remember that word.
Okay. So you don't want to use this service?
No.
Okay.
How about you? Would you?
I would use it
Okay, I could picture you would.
If I could afford it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing also is the expense. It's a little more expensive than just going to buy your own food. And, you know, if you buy, for example, if you buy ingredients to make food, like soy sauce and mirin and rice, you have those ingredients in your kitchen to make the things the next day and the next day and the next day. It's not just one little pack of seasoning.
Yes.
So it ends up being cheaper in the end to just buy basic seasonings and ingredients and have them on hand in stock. Yeah.
Plus, my freezer is packed right now.
Okay.
For some reason.
Okay. Well, you have a tiny freezer. I've seen your freezer. It's very small.
Yeah, that's why I can keep those pre-made foods there.
Yeah, that's true.
If I had a bigger freezer,
maybe.
Why not?
Yeah, my freezer's full of things too.
Oh yeah. But how about this? If there was a fashion service like that, would you use it?
Oh, I never thought about that. That might be interesting. So they decide what you wear every day? Or they send you some basic options?
They send you some clothing, like 3 or 5 clothing for a month. And then you can try put it on.
Okay.
And then you send it back later.
If you don't like it?
Yeah.
If you like it, you can keep it?
You can keep it or you can buy it.
Yeah, I would maybe consider that, actually. I would maybe consider that, depending on the price and depending on the style.
Yeah.
Because I actually, like, when I was young, and, like, when I say young, I mean, like, high school aged and university aged and young adult working age, I loved fashion. I loved looking great. I spent a lot of effort shopping and ironing my clothes every day and shoe shopping. I had beautiful, beautiful shoes. But like, I'm just too busy to do that. And honestly, I don't care anymore. I mean, I want to look nice, but I don't have the energy and the time to go looking for things, you know.
Right.
And also, like, I'm not as skinny as I used to be, so, like, size is a problem, too. But, yeah, if someone would dress me, that'd be great. I'd pay for that. I'd pay for that. Sure, why not? I'd try that.
Yeah.
Would you?
I would use it.
You should use it.
I should use it.
That's rude. Sorry.
It's okay, because I wear same thing over and over.
Well, you're very, very casual, which is fine, but, like, you don't have a lot of options.
Because I'm...
you have T-shirts and more T-shirts. You don't really have, like, different kinds of styles of things.
Because I try to trace Steve Jobs' style.
No, it's boring. That's boring. That's very boring. Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
Don't do that.
Okay. That's all for this episode.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'd love to hear from you guys. Would you guys use a service that decides all your meals and all your fashion choices?
Let us know and go to our brand new website at podcast.crosstalk.me to share your thoughts on decision fatigue.
All right. You can also drop a topic request for our next episode. This is CrossTalk signing off, bringing you English your way every week.
Keep listening and keep shining.
Bye.